After launching the cosmic side of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, filmmaker James Gunn returns to the franchise to wrap up his trilogy of space-based superheroes with Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.3. Infamously, there was a time when it seemed Gunn wouldn't be the director in charge of giving the Guardians team their send-off since the filmmaker was fired from the project in 2018. However, he was rehired by Disney and was able to complete the story he started back in 2014. Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.3 mixes Gunn's usual wacky action and laugh-out-loud humour with a grounded, emotional story to create something special. In this video, we're going to review Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.3 and see if it's worth watching. But before we put on our overhead headphones and press play on that old school Sony Walkman, I'd like to say hello guys and gals, I'm Nick and welcome to 30's Feedback. So, in Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.3, Rocket's past catches up with him, and he's being hunted by the High Evolutionary, a would-be god who created Rocket. When Rocket is injured, it's up to his closest friends Star-Lord, Nebula, Drax, Groot and Mantis to save him. They'll need the help of Gamora, who's made a new life with the Ravagers, especially since Adam Warlock is making their mission more difficult. As the Guardians race to save Rocket and take down the High Evolutionary, it remains to be seen if they'll all make it out in one piece. Ever since the first Guardians movie, Gunn's fingerprints can be seen all over these movies. In a franchise that has faced criticisms over how similar its movies can look or how often they recycle the same basic origin story plot, the Guardians of the Galaxy films have always felt like a breath of fresh air. It's something the MCU is in dire need of at this particular moment, and Gunn delivers exactly that. The film strikes the right balance. It works perfectly within both the Guardian series and the MCU overall. The threequel is much darker than previous installments, but balances its tragedy with Gunn's natural levity without overdoing it. The result is a triumphant finale not just for the Guardians, but for Gunn's time with Marvel. For the actors, Guardians Vol.3 marks as much an ending of their time in the MCU as Gunn, and they ensure the writer-director's story is brought to life with as much emotion as possible. Both Cooper and Sean Gunn, who voices young Rocket, are standouts, largely because they get some of the most emotionally resonant scenes to work with. Pratt, as the ostensible lead of the franchise, is good, with his particular charm buoyed by Gunn's script. The other actors, you know who they are strong in their own right as well, and Poulter turns in a remarkably charming performance as newbie Adam Warlock, though the character is undoubtedly undeserved in a movie more concerned with its main characters. Iwuji is also perhaps the strongest of the Guardians movie villains, turning in a multifaceted performance as the High Evolutionary. The cast and their dynamics together are what made these movies so much fun to watch, and they don't disappoint in the trilogy capper. Beyond the storytelling and performances, Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.3's greatest accomplishment is showcasing how Gunn's filmmaking has evolved and matured since the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie nearly a decade ago. This is evident in many aspects of the film, from the way Drax has evolved from a character who punches down on the female characters, i.e. calling Gamora a whore in the first film and making fun of Mantis in the second, to the implementation of music in Vol.3. Music has always been a big part of the series, but it's woven so much more seamlessly into the third movie and carries more weight, setting the tone of each scene phenomenally well. The film is also more visually interesting, with Gunn experimenting in the way scenes are shot and getting weird with it in a really fun way. It's exciting to see how far the filmmaker has come and to see where he goes next. Ultimately, Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.3 is the weirdest, grimmest, most emotional entry in Gunn's MCU franchise, but it's also the strongest. As such, it's an absolute must-see for those who have followed these characters' stories over the past decade, as well as for the casual Marvel fans. It's perhaps not the movie you may be expecting, but it's a largely satisfying ending for this particular iteration of the team, even if, in the franchise like the MCU where there's no real endpoint in sight, there isn't a sense of true finality. Still, it's a blockbuster that is perfectly suited to its time and offers a much needed win for the MCU. Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.3 is the perfect ending to Gunn's MCU trilogy, while still leaving the door open for more to come. Here at 30's Feedback, we're giving the Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.3 4 out of 5 stars, a must-see rating. So what are you waiting for? Get out there, buy a ticket, watch it, come back and let me know what you thought about the movie in the comments below.